each other is called an ecosystem.
So we will study about ecosystem. Okay, living things interact with sun, air, water, and each other is called ecosystem. Means anything that surrounds. Means anything is nearby us. Either it is biotic or abiotic. Either it is light, or either it is water, or either it is any surface. Okay, anything that surrounds and affect us is known as ecosystem. Okay, anything that surrounds and affect us is known as ecosystem. So sun affect us. Okay, sun affect us because गर्मी लगती है बहुत. ठीक है. Air also affect us. हवा देती है. ठीक है, ठंडक देती है. Water gives us relaxation. Okay, each other is called an ecosystem. Okay, anything that surrounds and affect us, मतलब जो भी चीज हमारे आसपास हो रही है और जो भी चीज हमें इफेक्ट कर रही है किसी न किसी फॉर्मेट में. ओके, तो उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? इकोसिस्टम.
Inside an ecosystem, the organisms work together to establish a balance that allows all of its members to thrive. When we talk about biomes, we mean a large group of similar ecosystems.
Biomes means a large group of similar ecosystem. A large group of similar ecosystem. Okay, similar ecosystem.
All areas in a biome have similar plants, animals, and weather. There are many different biomes on planet Earth, both on land and in the water. Let's explore some of the many biomes on planet Earth. First, let's visit the marine biome. The marine biome is made mostly up of the saltwater oceans and is the largest biome on Earth. It covers about 70% of the Earth's surface and is home to more than 230,000 known species.
So marine biome is the largest biome. As you all know that 75% of our Earth is full of water. So that's why marine biome means a large group of ecosystem. Means where an ecosystem in which a large group of things happens and stays at one place. Okay, stays at one place. So marine biome is the largest ecosystem. Okay, largest ecosystem and largest biome also.
Animals that live in the marine biome include fish, sharks, octopus, seahorses, dolphins, manatees, seals, and whales, among many others. The blue whale, believed to be the largest animal that has ever lived on the Earth, lives in the marine biome. Thousands of plant species live in the ocean too. Ocean plants are extremely important because they provide more than half of the oxygen on Earth. That's more than every forest in the world. Algae, kelp, seaweed, and even tiny phytoplankton all live and grow in the ocean. There are many separate biomes within the ocean based on changes to the temperature, nutrients, and amount of sunlight in the water. One special type of marine biome is a coral reef. Coral reefs are only small areas in the ocean, but about 25% of known marine species live there. They are built up over thousands of years by tiny animals called polyps. The polyps have a limestone skeleton, and as one generation of polyps die, the next generation grows on top of them, making the coral reef gradually bigger and bigger. Polyps depend on energy from algae that lives inside of them to survive. Since algae is a plant, they need sunlight to create food. That is why coral reefs are only found in warm, sunny water. Reefs provide food and shelter for many species, but they are vulnerable to destruction by pollution and overfishing by humans. The last type of aquatic biome we will visit is the freshwater biome. Unlike the marine biome, which is filled with salt water, freshwater biomes are filled with water that has very low levels of salt. For the most part, animals that can survive in saltwater cannot survive in freshwater, and animals that can survive in freshwater cannot survive in saltwater. Animals that live in or around freshwater biomes include fish, frogs, alligators, snakes, otters, turtles, and beavers. There are three main types of freshwater biomes. They are ponds and lakes, which have still water, streams and rivers, which have moving water, and wetlands, which are a combination of land and water. Let's move on to land biomes. First, we're going to visit the polar regions. The polar ice caps in the Arctic and Antarctic are harsh places to live. Plants cannot grow on the ice, so most life in this biome is animal. By living at the edges of the ice caps, the animals that survive there are able to find food in the ocean. Fish mostly, or smaller animals. The South Pole is mostly populated by penguins. Seabirds like albatrosses, petrels, and gulls may also nest or visit there, and whales and seals thrive in the waters off the coast. At the North Pole, you might find polar bears, as well as water-going mammals like seals, walruses, and whales. Their thick layers of fur or fat help to insulate them against the freezing cold. South of the Arctic lies the tundra. The tundra is cold, an average of only 18 degrees Fahrenheit or -7 degrees Celsius. There are only two seasons here, a long dark winter and a short summer. Because it is so close to the North Pole, during the winter the nights become longer and longer until the sun doesn't rise at all. The situation is reversed in summer. Days become longer until the sun stays up all day and all night. Beneath a thin layer of topsoil, the ground is permanently frozen, even during the summer, when temperatures may reach 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius. This is called permafrost. There are few nutrients here to sustain plants or animals. There are no trees. The growing season is too short. Plant life in the tundra consists of moss and grasses, or small shrubs. There are still animals to be found in the tundra. Arctic foxes and hares, snowy owls, muskox, and caribou are just some of the animals that live there. Still farther south lie the forests. At colder latitudes, forests are dominated by evergreen trees. By keeping their needles all year round, they are able to make the most of the weaker sunlight. Farther south, the pine trees mix with broadleaf trees that drop their leaves when the weather turns cold. Forests grow where it is not too hot and not too cold, places with lots of nutrients and water available. As a result, a wide variety of plants and animals make forests their home. Moose, deer, bears, wolves, foxes, rabbits, and squirrels, as well as many, many kinds of birds and reptiles make their homes in forested biomes. Another type of biome is grassland and savanna. Grasslands are wide open land with low-growing plants like grass and flowers. There is not enough rain in the grassland to support tall trees, but too much water to be a desert. A savanna is very similar to a grassland, but it may also have scattered trees. Many different types of grasses grow on grasslands and savannas, and many large herbivores live there. Often, huge herds of grazing animals travel the grasslands together, seeking safety in numbers from the predators that hunt them. Although there are not many places for large animals to hide in the grass, there is plenty of cover for small animals like mice, snakes, rabbits, and birds. In hotter climates, we find the tropical rainforest. Rainforests are forests that get a lot of rain, and tropical rainforests are very humid and warm. Situated close to the equator, they stay warm year-round. Tropical rainforests have the greatest biodiversity, that is, the greatest number of plant and animal species of any land biome in the world. Trees in the rainforest usually grow to at least 100 feet or 30 meters in height, and from the
So in this way, your biomes and your ecosystem is distributed. Okay. So environment, anything that surrounds and affects us is known as environment. Has two components, biotic and abiotic, that we have done in yesterday's class. Biosphere. Biosphere, it is the part of the earth where atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere meets life is possible is biosphere. Sorry, I'm just having. Ecology, it is a scientific study of relationship of living organism. Ecology, it is a scientific study of relationship of living organism with other and with their environment. With their environment, as I have shown you in this video also. Levels of ecology: population, community, ecosystem, biomes. Biomes combinedly make biosphere. Population makes community. Community makes an ecosystem. Several ecosystems get combined and then they formed biomes. And at last, the biosphere. Biosphere is formed. Okay, biosphere is formed. Individual, organism that has the ability to act and function independently. Organism that has ability to act and function independently. Population, groups of people usually of the same species occupying defined area at a specific time. At a specific time, group of individuals usually of same species. Population, groups of individuals. Groups of individuals. So who are individuals? Organisms that has the ability to act and function independently, just like human beings. Who are individuals? Just like human beings. So individual, we are the human being and we are the individual also. So our group will be called as population. Our group will be called as population. Group of individuals, usually of the same species, occupying different defined areas at a specific time. At a specific time. So tigers, lions, and all the animals are also having particular population. So their population census is also being done. So in this way, group of individual. So individual may either it is human being, either it is lion and tiger, elephant. So they combinedly make their individuality combinedly make population. If they formed the group, they form the population. Community, assemblage of population of two or more species occupying some geographical areas at a particular time. Occupying same geographical area at a particular time. Community. Okay. Assemblage of population means population ka combination will be known as community of two or more species occupying same geographical area at a particular time. Ecosystem, it is the functional unit of biosphere. Ecosystem, it is the functional unit of biosphere where living organisms interact among themselves and with their surroundings and with their surrounding physical environment. Types of ecosystem: natural. What are the types of ecosystem? Natural and artificial, that is man-made. Ecosystem are natural and artificial slash man-made. So we will not study about artificial slash man-made. We will only study about natural. Natural means terrestrial and aquatic. Terrestrial means land area. The animals that live on land. Okay, the animals or the flora and fauna that survives on the land. Flora and fauna that survives on the land are known as terrestrial. Aquatic, that that are found in marine. Okay, forest, grassland, desert, marine. Aquatic में कौन से? Marine slash freshwater. As you have seen in the video also, marine slash freshwater. Freshwater have two categories: lotic and lentic. Flowing river or a stream. As you have seen, river or stream, or lentic means stagnant, means एक जगह रुकी हुई, और flowing means बहती हुई. बहती हुई क्या होती है? River होती है. रुकी हुई क्या होती है? Lake, pond and swamp. Lake, pond and swamp. So all of you just draw this diagram in your copy. I'm giving you time, 3 minutes. Lotic, flowing, lentic, stagnant. Lotic, flowing, lentic, stagnant. River, comma, streams. Example: lake, comma, pond, swamp. Lake, comma, pond, and swamp. Okay. So structure of ecosystem: abiotic and biotic components. Abiotic means that doesn't have life. That doesn't have life in it. Okay, that are not having life in it, but they are the part of the nature. So climate and adaptic. So climate में non living things क्या है? नेचर में नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स हम क्या क्या देखते हैं क्लाइमेट के तौर पे? Rain, light, wind, temperature. Rain, light, wind, and temperature. Tell me if anything is living, but they are still the part of the nature. Okay, rain, light, wind, temperature. And in this adaptic, that is soil, pH, minerals, topography. Minerals and topography. Biotic components में producers और autotrophs. Producers means जो अपना खाना खुद बनाते हैं, ठीक है. Consumers means जो उसको खाने को खाते हैं, ठीक है. Decomposers means जो क्या कहते हैं, जो भी खाना बच जाता है उसे डिकम्पोज करने का काम करते हैं, और इन्हें और क्या कहते हैं, सेप्रोट्रॉप्स, ठीक है। प्रोड्यूसर्स को क्या कहते हैं, ऑटोट्रॉप्स, हेटेरोट्रॉप्स और सेप्रोट्रॉप्स. Human beings will come in consumers, okay. Bacteria and fungi will come in saprotrophs. Trees will come in autotrophs. Autotrophs, that is producers. So consumers are of three types. Consumers are of three types. Herbivorous, that is deers, matlab heron. Or carnivorous, carnivorous means tiger and lion. Omnivorous means just like human beings, they can eat both, that is non-veg and vegetarian, ठीक है. Dogs also come in it, and many other animals also come in it. Omnivorous and omnivorous. Geothermal organism which can survive in wide range of temperature. Geothermal organism that can survive in wide range of temperature. Wide range of temperature में कौन कौन survive कर सकता है? Basically human beings तो clothes के basis पे कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. Human beings can survive on the basis of clothes, but what we have seen that some of the alligators can survive in many of the range in temperatures. Many of the range in temperatures they can easily survive, but the most vulnerable to the uh, change in temperature are cat families. So cat families are very vulnerable due to the change of temperature, but their varieties keeps on changing. So that is uh, the snow leopards. Okay, the snow leopards live in a snow area, so their varieties are just uh, they can adapt according to the environment. So their varieties can adapt according to the environment. Okay. Stenothermal organism having narrow thermal tolerance. Stenothermal. So जो हम देखते हैं coral reefs, they cannot survive any kind of temperature change. If it is either 5 degree hot, if it is either 5 degree low, then their coral reefs will definitely die. So they are stenothermal. They are basically stenothermal. Because they cannot survive, they cannot tolerate range of temperature. Okay, they cannot tolerate range of temperature according to earth. Means ऐसा नहीं कि क्या कहते हैं 60 डिग्री हो गया तो भी हर कोई सर्वाइव करता रहेगा. 60 डिग्री पे तो मैक्सिमम मतलब 70% पे इफेक्ट पड़ ही जाएगा. तो स्टेनोथर्मल का मतलब है कि 2-3 डिग्री या 4 डिग्री का भी फर्क पड़ जाना तुरंत, ठीक है. 2-3 डिग्री में भी उनपे फर्क पड़ जाना. इवन इन 2 to 3 degree centigrade they get died. Eurostenohaline related to salinity. Means if the salinity increases, this is also the property of corals. That if the salinity increases, then they will definitely die. Or if the salinity reduces, then also they die. They die because they require particular salinity. They require particular temperature also. Okay. Biome. Enormous region of a terrestrial biosphere which are characterized by particular climate from a soil type, vegetation, and animal life. Soil type, climate, vegetation, and animal life. Climate defines boundaries of biome. So the humans must have adapted according to the biome, but they have created the boundary on their own. So in the ancient time periods, it was seen that human used to adapt according to their biomes. But in present day time period, if Pakistan is separated, then we have the boundary, and that is the separation of the nations. So the nations should have been divided on the basis of biomes, not on the basis of the population or the political system. Climate, soil, vegetation, and animal life. Climate, soil type, vegetation, and animal life. Climate defines boundaries of biome. Climate defines boundaries of biome. No two biomes are similar. No two biomes, sorry, ये 2EWO है. No two biomes are similar. कोई भी दो biomes similar नहीं होते. For example, desert of Rajasthan is not similar to the alluvial area or fertile land area of Uttar Pradesh. Fertile land area of Uttar Pradesh. So these two regions are not the same. So no two biomes are similar. Aquatic animals does not have biomes. Aquatic animals does not have biomes. Okay, because 75% of Earth is aquatic. Okay, aquatic systems does not have biomes. They have life zones. They have life zones. So they have life zones. So from here we will start tomorrow. Functions of ecosystem: productivity, decomposition, energy flow. So from here we will start tomorrow. That's all for the day. If you are having any doubt, then you can ask me or